MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Today it's Grapefruit League action between the New York Yankees and the Minnesota Twins. With that, here's a look at the Yankees starting lineup. Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
Well, Matt, Jacoby Ellsbury is really fueling that offense right now. He's an imposing figure with a bat in his hands. Always seems to turn in a good at-bat, and he can do a lot of damage when he barrels up the ball.
Pineda, a right-handed native of the Dominican Republic, will be the starter. Dan, any thoughts?
Yeah, Matt, his last start wasn't a particularly good one. Lasted 5 innings and ended up taking the loss. He's a much better pitcher than that, and I think he's looking to at least, hopefully, pitch into the 6th or 7th inning in this one.
Hey, guys, let's take a look at the Twins on defense. And let's focus our attention on second baseman Brian Dozier. We know what he can do from the offensive standpoint, light tower power. But he doesn't get enough credit for his defense, his ability to manipulate the bag and do all this while his hair never moves.
Standing in, the leadoff man, Jacoby Ellsbury. So we are ready for baseball.
Center fielder, Jacoby Ellsbury. Come on, Twins!
Now the pitch home to Ellsbury. And we are underway this afternoon as the first pitch is over for a called strike one. Head-to-head against Michael Pineda. He's 1 for 3. One strike home now to Ellsbury. Ground ball sent back up the middle. And this is going to get on through into center, a leadoff hit.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball is going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Here's Miguel Andujar now as he lifts it in the air to right field. Kepler's there for it. And that's the first out of the inning.
Batting third, the right fielder, number 99.
Now at the plate, Aaron Judge. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First things first, here's a throw over and a dive, but he's back.
Here we go, guys. Come on.
And again a throw, a dive, but he's back. Here comes the first pitch. In the air to center field and deep back is the center fielder. Back he goes, but this is going to be a home run. All rise, Aaron Judge, a 2-run shot. And this is now a 2-0 lead for the Yankees.
Well, there's an old saying that the harder you throw, the farther it goes. How about this? Good fastball, and this ball is absolutely tattooed. See you later.
Batting fourth, first baseman.
Into the box now, David Rosario, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. Still only 1 out in the inning. Swung on, and this one's driven in the air as well to deep right field. That one's out of here. Back-to-back home runs. A solo shot here to straightaway right field as the Yankees move out to a 3-0 lead.
Boy, not the way you'd like to start a game, right? First inning, you come in, you give up 2 home runs. We'll see if he can regroup right here. It's not easy to sometimes come back from that.
In now, Gary Sanchez as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. The 1-0 home. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike. And set up behind the dish is Eric Summersgill as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
You know what, Dan? I'm always baffled when Eric Summersgill's behind the dish because he has a tendency to favor one side of the plate.
You know, that's one of the things I think pitchers get a little bit frustrated with the E-train at times. It's like, hey, if you're going to give me that inside quarter, give it to me, but don't keep moving the dish around on me all game.
The 1-2. Check swing in the dirt, but he went around. Castro has it, and he makes the throw to first. Sanchez is retired, 2 down now.
Designated hitter.
Striding into the box, Giancarlo Stanton, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Pineda into his motion. Here's the 0-1. Got a big pass at a slider that gets past him.
This is a perfect time for him to break out that nasty changeup. Great arm action on it and bury something in the dirt. Try and get a swing and a miss.
Waved at and missed for the 3rd out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. So 2 home runs in the inning lead to 3 runs on the scoreboard. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. It's the Yankees 3 and the Twins coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. With a moment now, let's have a look at the home team starting lineup. Mark, what's your take on him against one of the best starters in the game?
Well, Matt, I'm looking for someone to step up right now. Down 3 runs, someone's going to have to hit a gapper with runners in scoring position. It all starts with the leadoff guy. Find a way to execute and get himself on base. See if they can get a rally start and get back in this.
Luis Severino will be the starter in this one for the Yankees. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Thanks, Matty. Luis Severino, big arm. 97 to 100 miles an hour. Bounce between the rotation and the bullpen. Good hard slider. His changeup's getting better. The true definition of an ace.
All right, boys, let's take a look at how the Yankees are setting up on defense today. And let's take a look at outfielder Aaron Hicks. Hey, some guys figure it out at 21. Some guys figure it out at 30. Some guys never figure it out. Aaron Hicks is one of those guys who has come into his own. He's dynamic on both sides of the plate from an offensive standpoint and has an absolute cannon in the outfield to go along with great range.
In now, Byron Buxton. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the 1st. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Previous history with Luis Severino. Just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. In there, and he's ahead 0-2 now. Severino is what you may call a stingy starting pitcher. He rarely gets hit around, and on top of that, he usually excels at limiting free passes. A great combination to have.
Matty V, I think one of the keys to being a good starting pitcher,
and while we talked, that pitch got away and ended up hitting him. So he'll head down to first on the hit by pitch.
Of course, the crowd is going to get on him a little bit here, but I find it hard to believe there was any intention there. Bottom of the 1st, you never want to dig yourself a hole on the mound just to send a message.
Up next for Minnesota, Joe Mauer. From the stretch. A high fastball is in there.
especially after drilling the last guy up at the plate. That's just a great job to get your mechanics back under you and establish yourself back in the strike zone.
The 0-1 on its way. Behind 0-2 now. And he looks at a ball, 1-2. A runner at first with no outs here. And here's a swing and a miss by Mauer as he's down on strikes for the first out.
Batting third, second baseman.
The next twin up, Brian Dozier. First swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and one gone. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A little bouncer, but it gets fouled. The 0-1 pitch. And that one stayed too low apparently. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Hicks is under it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are two away.
Batting fourth, left fielder, Eddie Rosario.
Now the number 4 Minnesota hitter, Eddie Rosario. Previous history with Luis Severino. Just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. And a fastball close, but ultimately ruled a ball, 1-0. Buxton, the runner at first with 2 gone. 2-0 to the Twins left fielder.
Not the ideal spot to be right here. 2-0 count on a real good hitter. Boy, you're going to have to make some really good pitches now.
There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul. So a missed opportunity there. 3-1.
No reason to sit on anything other than hard stuff in a location you like and drive it right now.
Drilled down the line. And this will stay inside the third base bag. A fair ball. The runner from first crosses the plate.
Great piece of hitting here. Men on first, and they're playing him to pull, but he crosses them up and goes the other way with it, making the outfielder cover a lot of extra ground. That allowed the runner to come all the way around from first to score, and that was a great piece of hitting.
Max Kepler the next to grab a bat. Just got a piece of the fastball that time as it's chopped foul at the plate for strike 1. Opportunity for him here to pick up that runner from second with 2 away. Fastball called for strike 2. And a check swing here, but he holds up far too late as it's strike 3 and the inning is over. A run for the Twins, and it comes on this RBI double. Second inning coming up. It's now a 3-1 ball game. So digging in now, Didi Gregorius. He'll lead it off here to begin the second.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Is put in play to the right side of the infield. Dozier has it. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
Batting in, the left fielder, number 31, Aaron Hicks.
Settling in now, Aaron Hicks. Here's the pitch. Oh, what a pitch to start the at-bat there. It's 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. line towards center field. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Dan, how hard is it to massage your way through such a deep lineup? I mean, even the 8 and 9 hole hitters are solid big league players.
You know, Mark, these days you're not seeing a lot of defensive specialists in the infield or outfield. If you're in that starting lineup these days, there's a pretty good job you can swing the bat.
Stepping in now, Jace Peterson. And a pitch takes off inside, and it gets away. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
Yeah, and just one pitch after giving up the base knock, he uncorks a wild one and allows him to go to second. That's like giving a guy a double that he didn't even earn. That'll drive you crazy when you're on the mound.
The 1-0. Now a ball rolls softly to second. Dozier charging in on it, and there's out number 2.
Up next for the Yankees, center fielder, Jacoby Ellsbury.
Digging in to try it again, Jacoby Ellsbury. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hit out towards second. Dozier has it. Throw on to Mauer will be in time, and that retires the side. Yanks leave 1, and it's still 3-1. Digging in the switch hitter, Eduardo Escobar, set to lead off the home half of the second. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. A dangerous changeup left high, but called for a strike.
Not too often do you see a changeup come across at 88 miles an hour on the gun. Still effective when you're throwing a fastball in the high 90s, though.
Swing and a little tapper. Foul ball, strike 2. Now another 1-2. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out.
This is why it's so hard to be successful as a hitter when you fall behind in the count 1 and 2. You're probably expecting some sort of off-speed pitches, but when the pitcher offers up a good hard fastball, it's pretty hard to adjust and catch up to it.
Into the box, Jorge Polanco. As he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
2 up, 2 down on strikes in this inning. He looks really sharp out there, guys.
Castro.
Into the box, Jason Castro. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. Count now a ball and a strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. As anticipated, here's a ground ball now to the right side. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Down go the Twins in order, and it remains a 3-1 ball game. ready for another chance. Miguel Andujar, as we are all set to begin the third inning in this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Little tapper down the third baseline. Barehanded. Oh, but he beats it out. Remarkable play just to stop that ball, but it's going to go into the books as a hit, and the leadoff man is aboard.
Hey, I can only take you inside the mind of the batter right here. Had a lot of swinging bunts in my day. Soon as that ball hits the dirt in front of you, you are getting it down the first baseline. When you smell a knock, I don't care what it looks like, you are getting it down the line.
Here's big Aaron Judge. Oh, and he leaves the fastball up there. Mistaken location. He is going to pay for it dearly as that ball is sent over the wall. A home run. Two-run shot to straightaway center. His second of the game as they stretch the lead to 5-1. We've seen these guys go deep 3 times so far in this one, guys.
D-Roll, some days the fellas walk in with their hitting shoes on, and this looks like one of those games.
Yeah, but there's a saying going around the dugout right now. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everybody wants a chance to get into that batter's box.
Standing in now, David Rosario. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame.
The last at bat, Matty D, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
Swing, and this is also hit well out to deep center. Gone. Back-to-back homers. So it's a solo shot to dead center, his second home run of the game, and it's now a 6-1 ball game.
The batter, Catherine.
In now, Gary Sanchez. Hit hard down the line. That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now.
Dan, you have to love it when your defense picks you up right there, keeping him at first base.
Boy, D-Roll, that looked like it had extra bases written all over it. Great job by the left fielder to get to that ball and get the ball back in, keeping that to a single.
Giancarlo Stanton now. As he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Set to deliver the 0-1. Popped him up. Castro over to his right. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Now batting, shortstop, Didi Gregorius.
Here's Didi Gregorius. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Line towards center field. And that'll get down for a base hit.
The left fielder, number 31, Aaron Hicks.
So striding in, Aaron Hicks. He reached on a single in his first try. First pitch of the at-bat. Soft liner towards center. That's in there. Base hit. To second now, but he's safe as a run will score on the play as well.
Some guys just lay back and watch that first pitch go by no matter what. Work the count, make the pitcher waste a few pitches, but when he serves up a fastball like this on the first pitch, it's hard not to go after it, and that's just what he does. He jumped all over it.
Anibal Sanchez gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. Stepping in now, Jace Peterson, as he'll cut on and miss it. A good slider at the knees for strike one. 4 runs here in this half inning. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control, 0-2.
This is where, as a batter, you got to find a way to put something in the outfield, get something elevated. I know you got to battle with 2 strikes and protect, but if anything is belt or above, you got to swing.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Rosario is there. He makes the catch. Here comes the runner from third, and he will score on the sacrifice fly.
That was a good controlled swing out of him there, and that's exactly what he was hoping to do. Get it into the outfield and pick up the RBI.
Here's the center fielder, Jacoby Ellsbury. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Sanchez pauses. Here's the first pitch, and it's fouled away. Pulled softly out toward right, and that's in there. Base hit. Hicks rounds the corner and is headed home. Safe at the plate as they push their lead to 8 now.
Everything done right, Dan, on both sides, the defensive side and the offensive side, to send him, and the outfielder made a strong, accurate throw, but that runner was safe.
No doubt about it. That's one of those where you got to be aggressive as a third base coach. You know the outfielder has a strong throwing arm. You're taking a lot of things you're trying to get through a decision to send. A good send and a close play, but it all worked out.
Miguel Andujar stands in for the 3rd time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0. Hit on the ground out to short. That's through, and he's now 2 for 3 in this one.
He looked a little bit out in front right there, but he's able to pull that ground ball through the hole for a single.
Here's big Aaron Judge. He's driven in 4 already, and yet another big RBI opportunity for him right here.
Matt, they couldn't have asked for anyone to hit better in this spot than this guy right here. He looks dialed in at the plate right now.
First pitch coming now from Sanchez. And he's in front of a tight little slider that time. Ellsbury at second. Andujar at first. 2 out in the inning.
Get him down now. Swing better.
To third. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. But not before they come up with 6 runs this half inning on the strength of a couple of home runs. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Yankees 9 and the Twins 1. Now at the plate, Taylor Featherston.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
I got to believe this is an awesome time for this pitcher to get real aggressive in the strike zone. He's got a huge lead. He knows he can pound and try and polish up his mechanics down and away.
in there, and it's 0-2 now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And that one just missed outside.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to take. 0-2 fastball just off the corner, and I mean just off the corner.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called. 1 away.
Flat out locked him up with the changeup right there. Usually you're trying for a swing and miss when you throw that pitch in a 2-strike count, but clearly he wasn't looking for it, so it's a backwards K for him.
Here's Byron Buxton now. Remember, he was hit by a pitch to kick off the home first.
You want to get on as a leadoff guy any way you can, but that's a painful way to get to first base.
And a ball, 1-0.
Hey, you think the game plan is to pitch this guy inside? They plunked him in the first at bat, and they're clearly coming right back in again.
Hot shot down the line. So 1-1 home. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Bases are empty, 1 man out. One-two pitch is a slider that misses. 2-2. And a swing and a miss, and another punch out here. 6 already, and that's out number 2.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
So here's Joe Mauer. He gets it hard on the ground to the left, and that's through for a hit. 2-out hit, and that'll bring Brian Dozier to the plate this inning as well.
Well, you see that happen quite a bit at the big league level, Hero. Breaking ball up and away, hard slider up out of the zone, hit for a bullet for a base hit.
Yeah, Dan, you try and look for it to pop out above the pitcher's hand. That usually signifies that it's going to be something breaking. That was actually a slider, so nice job by the offensive player, not only recognizing it, but not trying to do too much.
Brian Dozier is in for his second plate appearance as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. And a fastball that's about off the radar screen there. It's 2-0.
That was a non-competitive pitch right there, and he finds himself behind 2-0 in this situation. He's going to have to locate something down the zone to get himself back in this count.
2 balls and a strike to Dozier. Gets the sign. Here comes the 2-1. High fly ball out to straightaway center. And Ellsbury will make the catch, and with that, the side is retired. 1 left for Minnesota. They trail big. It's 9-1. So here's the cleanup hitter, David Rosario. Already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
What a well-executed pitch right there. Just a little bit off the corner right there. Got a great hitter to go a little bit outside his zone.
High in the air down the right field line. Kepler is over to his left as he snags this one for the first out of the inning. Twins are into their bullpen now, as there are the final numbers for their starter. Not what he had in mind before the day started. Stepping into the box, Gary Sanchez. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
If you're going to catch up to a high fastball like that, It's all about getting that front foot down in enough time to allow your hands to start moving forward. He was way too late there.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And he chased up and out of the zone, a swing and a miss.
He's got to find a way to set his sights down, but if I'm the pitcher, I continue to climb that ladder until he makes an adjustment.
A swing and a miss. He offered it a ball way outside the strike zone for out number 2.
Up next for the Yankees.
If you've got a good fastball going and they're not handling, keep throwing it. Right there, 3 fastballs in a row. He gone.
Giancarlo Stanton now. As with 2 away, he'll swing and miss at the first pitch. It's 0-1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Sanchez is ready. Here it is on 0-1. Had him reaching at thin air that time, and he's very quickly down 0-2.
Hey, from an offensive standpoint, you better get it ready. This guy is not throwing a ton of pitches. He's confident in his stuff. He's pounding.
Threw it right past him. A swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers, but they still hold a commanding 9-1 lead. Trying to pick things up where we left off, Eddie Rosario. An RBI double is what he was credited with his first time around. First delivery to him on the way. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike.
This guy's cruising along, pitching well as we enter the middle innings of this one. Less than 60% of his.
There's a huge swing by Rosario and a deep drive to right field. Gone into the home bullpen for a home run. A solo shot down the line in right, but they still face a 7-run deficit.
Hey, listen, there's an old adage in baseball that solo home runs won't kill you. This is one of the top hitters in that lineup. So a home run, a solo home run right here, it's not the end of the world.
Max Kepler the next to grab a bat. And he puts it on the ground to second. On to first, so a good bounce back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out.
Number 5, Eduardo Escobar.
Now it'll be the Minnesota DH, Eduardo Escobar. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a fastball misses here to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Now the 1-0. Misses for the second ball. And he gets the slider over here. It's 2-1 now.
Hey, that pitch right there caught entirely too much of the plate. Curveball that rolled over the heart of the plate. He's got to pull the trigger on that one.
Count even at 2-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. This is on the ground over to first. Played on the backhand. Throw not in time as he's able to leg it out.
Number 11, shortstop, Jorge Polanco.
Stepping up to the plate, Jorge Polanco. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. He's set. Here it comes. Oh, and look out as this runs in and gets him. The second man he's plunked in this one.
Whoa, he looks a little frustrated out there, and I don't blame him. He gives up a couple of hits early in the inning, and then he plunks this guy. He's fighting himself a little bit, so they might want to head out to the mound and try to calm him down.
Jason Castro, the catcher, is in as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. Escobar over at second. Polanco is over at first with one away. 1-1 to Jason Castro. They'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
That's a real tough pitch to hit. That's, as in the pitcher's jargon, we call that the Hall of Fame pitch. That slider down and in. Really, the only way you're going to be able to hit that pitch is if you're looking for it down and in, and still then it's a really difficult pitch to hit.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you think you see that ball as a hitter. You think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
0-1 the count. The 0-1 delivery. Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it. 2 runs, 4 hits, and no errors in the ball game for Minnesota. There's a strike. High and deep to right center. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. But not before the Twins get one, and it comes on this solo home run. We're through 4. It's now a 9-2 ball game. Phil Hughes gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. Here's Didi Gregorius. Past history with Phil Hughes. He's got a batting average of .444. He's taken him deep once. Hit hard on the ground to the right. And that is through into right field for a single. So there'll be a man aboard here to start out their half of the 5th.
Look at him jump all over that first pitch, using aggression to get himself a knock through the right side.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Aaron Hicks. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. First pitch coming now from Hughes. Starts him out with a changeup off the plate for ball 1. Now the Twins are going to get a lefty up and throwing in the bullpen. The 1-0. Grounded to the right. He gets dirty, but he can't make the play. It's a base hit.
They talk about having a day. How about 3 at-bats, 3 knocks? Not a bad day, D-Row.
We used to say in the big leagues on the bench, anybody can get 2. Can you get 3? And if you get 3, who's on the hook for 4?
Into the box now, Jace Peterson. Popped him up. And he will fight the Cactus League sky as he puts this one away for out number 1.
Up next for the Yankees, center fielder, Jacoby Ellsbury.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Jacoby Ellsbury. Past history with Phil Hughes. He has 7 hits in 26 at-bats. Set and the pitch. Swing here on the fastball, and this will get fouled off to the right side. Here's Hughes now on 0-1. And he turns on this one and yanks it foul and back out of play. Gregorius on second. Hicks at first. One gone. Swung on and hit in the air to left. Rosario is there. 2 down.
Now batting, third baseman, Miguel Andujar.
Here's Miguel Andujar now. And we'll see what he can do here with a pair of runners on base and 2 gone here in the 5th. First delivery to him on the way. Fouled off. Two men are on with 2 men out. Grounder down the line at third. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. Last half of the 5th coming up. The Yankees lead it 9-2. Matt Vasgersian, Mark DeRosa, and Dan Plesac back with you as Byron Buxton readies to lead off the inning. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt. The first pitch. There's a fastball missing down and away for a ball. 1-0. And this winds up inside for a ball. 2-0 now. In the dirt. It's 3-0 now.
He's had command of his pitches all day, hasn't walked a soul, but we find ourselves in a 3-ball count here. Want to see how aggressive he gets in the zone.
Buxton ahead in the count. 3 balls and a strike. No walks yet. Here's the delivery. Ripped down the first base line. He dives, but he can't pull it in, and it's down the line into right. And the Twins have something brewing right away. It's a leadoff double.
Well, back in the day, you would hope your leadoff man can work a walk or leg out an infield single, but not in today's game. Now they expect the leadoff hitter to have a little pop, just like this guy. Nice leadoff double.
Into the box now, Joe Mauer, who was a strikeout victim his first trip and then collected a base hit his last time around. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now a fastball to start things out. Didn't miss by a lot, but it's 1-0. Two runs, 5 hits, and no errors in the ball game for Minnesota. A ball and a strike.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Let's go, Twins. Come on, Twins.
Changed things up on him, and he got him to swing through it. 1-2 now. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Here now the 2-2 is laid off, and the count runs full.
With the meat of the order due up next, you can probably expect to see something you can handle here with the full count as the 2-hole hitter.
No walks so far. Here's the 3-2, and that run will continue as this is swung on and missed for the first out.
I really liked it. He gave up nibbling out of the zone trying to get him to chase. That wasn't working, so he just reached back and fired a good old country hardball fastball right by him. No better feeling in the world when you're a pitcher than throwing a fastball right by a guy.
Here's Brian Dozier now, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball. 1-0. He's 0 for 2 in the ball game so far. 1-1 is laid off for ball 2. Trying to shave that outside corner with the fastball, and he missed it. It's 3-1 now. Eddie Rosario waits on deck. 1 out and a runner on second base. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
Great job on those last 2 pitches of varying speeds. Gave him a hard fastball, and then he locked him up with a changeup.
Struck him out, and he becomes the 9th strikeout victim thus far.
Now, after back-to-back strikeouts, he's got a real good chance of making that leadoff double pretty much meaningless. He's made some good pitches, and these hitters have really failed driving him in or at least getting him over.
Standing in now, Eddie Rosario, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. A couple of RBIs for him already, and a chance for more here.
It'll be interesting to see if they use that changeup in this at-bat. That last at-bat, that was a changeup he hit for a home run. I'm going to see if this time they don't go to more fastballs and curveballs.
Buxton at second with 2 down. And he fouls this one off. The next 0-2. Misses. That's ball 1.
I got to count 1 and 2.
And he will strike him out. 10 now in the ball game, and the inning is over. Twins wind up stranding 1. They're down by a touchdown. It's 9-2. Adalberto Mejia gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. Aaron Judge will stand in again as we flash you back to the early stages of this ball game. There were fans still finding their seats as he launched his second home run of the game, as he was off to a fast start indeed. Here's the first pitch to him. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss. Mejia, a native of the Dominican Republic. He's in his 3rd season as a major league player. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first down.
Now batting, the first baseman.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, David Rosario. Comes in 2 for 3 with a couple of home runs thus far on his line. Here comes the first pitch. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Dozier is camped under this one. 2 gone.
Now batting, captain Gary Sanchez.
Striding in, Gary Sanchez. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Little dribbler up the first baseline. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So the Yanks go 1-2-3, but they hold a 9-2 lead. Max Kepler the next to grab a bat. He's set to lead it off in the Minnesota end of the 6th.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going. And the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2.
As a hitter, you got to be staunch in your game plan. You know he has a nasty changeup, and you got to fight to make sure it's in the zone. That's a great take right there.
And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ball game.
Boy, there's nothing better from a pitcher standpoint than watching that high fastball, a high piece of cheese, swung at and missed. That pitch looks so inviting to hit, but it's awfully tough to put in play.
Chad Green is out from the bullpen now as he'll work in his third game so far this spring. Eduardo Escobar standing in as he'll take a look at a strike on the outside corner. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Here's the fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes now.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
And he struck him out, so he's down on strikes for the second time this afternoon.
Well, I'm glad we get another look at that beauty of a pitch right there. You can't spot a sinker in a better location because even if you do get the bat on the ball, there's not a whole lot you could do with that. Textbook sinker.
Into the box, Jorge Polanco. Little dribbler back at him. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Twins are set down 1-2-3. They're down by a touchdown. It's 9-2. Welcome back to Baseball on the Show. Yankees leading this one as we get ready to start the 7th. But before we do, here's a look at our game summary to this point. Miles J comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. Giancarlo Stanton now.
Leading off for the Yankees, designated hitter, Giancarlo Stanton.
First pitch of the at-bat. Called strike over the outside part of the plate. The windup and the 0-1. And boy, was he ever fooled on that pitch. It's 0-2 now.
Step out of the box and wash that one off, because that was an ugly swing.
Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His third punch out of the game.
That's the third time in this game he's gone down on strikes. Not the game he was hoping to have when he was taking batting practice, but at least his guys are ahead.
Here's Didi Gregorius. Popped up. Jay moving to his left, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
The left fielder, number 31.
Stepping in, Aaron Hicks. He singled his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Lifted the other way out to left center. And that'll get down out there near the wall. And he'll pull into second with his 4th hit of the ball game.
Now batting, second baseman, James Peterson.
Now batting, Jace Peterson. A great opportunity for him here in a run scoring spot now following the 2-out double. First pitch on its way. In the air out toward right field. Kepler's there for it, and the inning is over. Danger averted following the 2-out double. More spring training baseball from Florida following this. Riding in once again, Jason Castro. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one. Gotta love a reliever that comes in firing bullets, and his fastball is a good one.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball. Missed with a slider. And that one stayed too low apparently. There's a line drive out toward the gap in right center. Around first is Castro heading for second now. And he will pull into second with a leadoff double.
You could tell he was thinking fastball all the way here, and that's exactly what he got. He was able to get the bat head out front and pull it into the gap in the right center. Now they're set up pretty nicely for a good inning after that leadoff double.
And that brings in Taylor Featherston. Fouled away. No hits to this point. Oh, and 1 count and the pitch. Strike 2 at a pitch that catches the outside corner.
Ball 1.
And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1. Castro leads off second with nobody out.
Let's do it, Twins.
Popped him up. Sanchez over to his left, 1 down.
The center fielder, number 25, Byron Buxton.
Miguel Sano will get a chance with a runner in scoring position here as he'll pinch hit now with 1 away. And that's in there for strike 1. Runner at second here with 1 man out.
Let's get something going.
Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
We're seeing quite a few pitches up from him right now, and that can obviously be dangerous. A cold strike there, but he might need to lower his sights a little bit.
Ready with the 0-2. And a fastball just a bit up.
Count is 1 and 2.
Down the third baseline. And that's a fair ball as this one gets by him at third. And the runner scores from second as they chip into the deficit here.
First baseman, number 7.
Zach Granite will be summoned off the bench here as he'll pinch hit with the runner at first and 1 gone in the inning. Pops this one up. Gregorius shading to his right, and he makes the catch for the second out.
The second baseman, number 2, Brian Dozier.
Robbie Grossman will look for some two-out magic here as he'll pinch hit with two gone and a runner at first. A ball and no strikes. In the dirt. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. And that'll hurt as the runner will move into scoring position now.
Well, the graphic here isn't going to properly show just how far that pitch was from the strike zone. That thing wasn't even close, and I think it made the decision to move up a base pretty easy to make.
Now the 2-0 home is swung on and missed, and that's strike one.
Hey, that was a nasty pitch right there. It's the depth of a sinker. Sometimes it's a matter of whether or not it's moving east-west, but that one right there had such good downward action.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. Twins forced to settle for one. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. It's the Yankees 9. Felix Jorge enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is. Mitch Garver is going to come on as a defensive replacement now as he takes over at first base. Ehire Adrianza is also into the ballgame now as he takes over at second. Ryan Lamar will also come in now as he takes over out in center. Stepping in, Jacoby Ellsbury. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Jacoby Ellsbury.
First delivery to him on the way. And he pops it up back behind second base. Adrianza stay with it as he backs up and puts it away. One gone. A good afternoon of spring training baseball thus far as you get a look there at our line score through the first 7. Here's Miguel Andujar now. It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ballgame. First pitch on its way. Sliders in for a strike. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
Right side, hit hard. A dive, but he can't knock it down. It's through for a base hit.
Dan, count goes out the window with this batter right here. It doesn't matter if it's 0-2, 2-0, he's locked.
He has great bat-to-ball skills. There are some guys that just have a knack, D-Roll, of being able to get the barrel of the ball, and this is one of those guys.
Here's big Aaron Judge as he'll chase one up around the letters here for strike one. 2 home runs already to his name in this one, and we'll see if he could possibly strike again. Tried to pull that one back, but he couldn't do it, and it's 0-2 now. Andujar, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Now a shot to center field. Back goes the center fielder, but this ball has plenty behind it, and it's a home run. Two-run shot to straightaway center, his 3rd home run of the ball game as they've widened this lead to 8 now.
Well, talk about having a day. 3 home runs in one game. We've heard about the hat trick in hockey, but it's awfully hard to do that in a baseball game.
Now batting.
Stepping in now, David Rosario.
Rosario.
Swung on and hit deep to left center. This one has a chance. And he will run this one down. A good read off the bat for the second out.
Catcher, Gary Sanchez.
Digging in now for the Yankees, Gary Sanchez. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Come on, Twin.
Here comes the first pitch.
Wait.
And a whiff at a good slider that time.
0-1's the count.
Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1.
Wow, how about that? He was tempted to make a swing at that pitch right there. That was way out of the zone, but he just kept his hands back enough.
The 1-1 is looked at for ball number 2. Hit in the air out to right. Kepler's on the move, and that ends the inning. So it's 2 runs here on 2 hits, with one of them being the home run. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. The Yankees lead it 11-3. Brock Stassi will try and get his club back into it here as he'll pinch hit to lead off the home half of the 8th. In on the hands of it with the fastball. It's 1-0. 1-0 count. Here it is. Very weakly on the ground. It's foul, strike 1. The pitch. 1-2. Up around the face. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
Into the box now, Max Kepler. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2.
Now on 0-2, I don't think we're going to see any more hittable fastballs. If we see one at all, it'll probably be extended out of the zone, or at least that'll be the intent.
So he sets him down swinging. Max Kepler is sent packing for the 3rd time today. Kenny Vargas will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. Now here's the ball hit high and deep to straightaway right field. Judge ranging back on the warning track. He makes the catch. Down go the Twins in order, and it's not going to help them. It's 11-3. Brock Stassi will stay in the ballgame now and take over in left field.
Now playing left field, number 51.
Aaron Slagers comes on the pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. So striding forward now, Giancarlo Stanton will be charged with trying to get on board leading off the 9th. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And we kick off the 9th inning with a swinging strike here. 0-1.
Don't kid yourself. He's well aware that he has the hat trick right now. And after that swinging strike, he's looking at the golden sombrero.
Ripped down the line. But this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. Ready with the 0-2. And you wonder about the control now as he misses high with the slider.
I know you have to protect the strike zone when you get the count to 2 strikes, but on an 0-2 pitch that misses by that much, it's pretty easy for a hitter not to swing at that one.
And he'll strike out here yet again. It's been a ball game to forget thus far. 4 strikeouts.
Now batting.
Digging in, Didi Gregorius. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. First offering on its way. Lifted the other way out to left center. And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. Around second now and headed for third. And now this is thrown wildly, just getting it into the infield. But it's backed up well, so luckily there will be no advance.
Now batting.
This is an easy decision for him to try for third because he has the play right in front of him, so he doesn't have to rely on any of his base coaches. Good decision to keep chugging, and he makes it all the way around safely.
Standing in now, Aaron Hicks. He'll swing and lift the ball foul off to the left and out of play. Already 4 hits to his credit in this one, looking for a 5th in this at-bat. Set to deliver the 0-1. A bouncer up the middle. Throw will get him for the second out, but meanwhile the run is in to score from third.
And here with the infield back, they were giving him the run on a ground ball, so he just takes advantage of that and drives the run home. Good approach.
Digging in, Jace Peterson. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Grounded back up the middle. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. So 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and no one left on base. Bottom part of the order, 7, 8, and 9 due up in the bottom of inning number 9. The Yankees are out in front, 12-3. Dylan Betances is out from the bullpen here as he'll be making his 5th appearance this spring training. Now at the plate, Jorge Polanco starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
First pitch coming. Here it is. First pitch fastball in on the fists for ball 1. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but a foul ball. 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes to the Twins shortstop.
He's going to need to shorten up and get that foot down a little bit earlier if he hopes to be catching up to that fastball.
And it's fouled away. Hit down the line at first, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
looked to me like he had the right idea with the swing on that pitch. And he just didn't get the bat through the zone in time. The pitch was away. He let it get deep, maybe trying to take it the other way, but it got too deep and was by him by the time his barrel could get in the correct position.
Jason Castro, the catcher, is in as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball one. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. One and two to the Twins catcher.
1 ball, 2 strikes now.
Here's the 1-2. And a neck-high fastball that time. 1 out, nobody on. And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2.
Wow, talk about a waste pitch on 2-2. That one wasn't even close. I don't know anyone that would have swung at that pitch.
Now the 3-2 pitch is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
And that brings in Taylor Featherston. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. 1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-0 delivery. Bouncer down the line. That rolls foul for strike 1. 2 out, nobody on. And that's taken for strike 2 as now they're down to their final strike here this afternoon. Final strike for the Twins. 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Two pitch just missed.
Well, you don't want to get caught looking for the final out. That's a tough pitch to lay off. Impressive that he did.
Go, Gwen.
Dribbled up the line. On to first, and that will seal matters here this afternoon.
Well, the die was cast in the 3rd inning when they posted a bunch of runs. After that, they did everything they had to just to wrap up this victory.
12-3 is the way this one ends. The New York Yankees jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Luis Severino is credited with the win. Michael Pineda gave up a whopping 9 earned runs in the losing effort. So that'll just about do it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com.
Time of the ball game, 4 hours and 17 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.